Friends, this is Bhupati Raj, Mantra IAS Academy, Hyderabad. Yeah, welcome to our wonderful program, GK Improvement Program. Already I have uploaded many videos, my friends. So now today, I'm going to upload one more video. Yes, this is the beautiful question paper. And this is for all competitive examinations. UPSC, CLAT, LAWCET, you take any exam, my youngsters. So we have taken here, of course, 51 to 100 questions. Now, in another video, I can take 1 to 50. Now, the first question here, Attorney General of India is appointed by option A, Prime Minister, B, Chief Justice, C, President of India, D, Parliament. But the answer for this question, I think you know that is President of India, right? Now, anti-defection law is in which schedule? 9th schedule, 10th schedule, 11th schedule, and 12th schedule. But this is a 10th schedule, and it's a current point, of course, a burning issue. This actually, of course, based on this in Telangana state, the speaker has taken the decision that almost all the 10 MLAs, of course, they didn't right, to join any other party like that. The decision, if you go through that, you can get it. So that's a current point in Telangana state. Now, money bill can be introduced in which house? Because, parliament, we have two houses, of course, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. But in the point of money bills, beta, Rajya Sabha's role is very less. So answer is, that must be in what you say, money bill can be introduced in Lok Sabha only, remember. Now, what's the minimum age for contesting the presidential elections? That is what you say, minimum age for President of India. No doubt the other qualifications are same, must be a citizen of India. Other things are as usual what we can have for Lok Sabha MP, right? He shouldn't be, of course, what you consider insolvent, like that we have, and should not be in an unsound mind fellow, like that. The age here is, yes, 35 years. But I want to tell you one important point in this case. To be an MP, minimum age is 25 years. This is MP of Lok Sabha. Very interesting point here. That means what, sir? Do we have any other thing? Yes, MP of Rajya Sabha, to be an MP of Rajya Sabha must be the minimum age is 30 years, beta. Whereas president and vice presidents and including governors also, that age is what you say, please? 35 years minimum age. Then come to the point of here. Emergency provisions were borrowed from which constitution? Because our wonderful constitution, of course, we have borrowed many things from different constitutions. Even example, the fundamental rights, Supreme Court, that's we have taken from USA, right? And what we consider the parliamentary system is ultimately from what you can say that UK. But now the question is, emergency provisions we have taken from Germany. So that is called a Germany Weimar Constitution. The spelling, if you want to, WIMER Constitution, right? Now the economy and banking questions here, beta. Bank rate means, that is option A, rate of tax. B, rate RBI lends to banks, that's long term. C is rate of deposit, rate of inflation. Beta, this is a bank rate is nothing but rate RBI lends to our commercial banks, right? If you go to the banking system, you will just get maximum information. And of course, we have in our economy program also this will teach in a wonderful style, right? We have modules, individual modules also there. Our PCM program, Prelims Cum Mains program, and CLAT, any program if you join, of course, it will be explained in a wonderful. But for answer this for this question is B, my dear. Fiscal deficit is, see beta, revenue minus expenditure and total borrowings of government, total expenditure minus total receipts, that is excluding borrowing here, and GDP growth. So Baba, here total expenditure minus total receipts is called as deficit. So automatically deficit is always negative concept. Whenever you are getting less amount of money and you're expending more, automatically you just what you can say deficit. Same still for the government of India, the budget, you can say that fiscal situation is what you can say that deficit. So option is C here. SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India. That is what here SEBI stands for that. So in this case, beta now regulates, is it banks or stock market or insurance or agriculture? SEBI regulates stock market. Now direct tax example. In this case, we have four options are there. Which of these, of course, four is, which is comes under direct tax, my dear? So GST, that is indirect tax. So option is what you can see this. Income tax is the direct tax, my dear. MSP. So this is what you can say the basic economic terms, of course. Minimum support price announced by Reserve Bank of India or FCI. You can say Food Corporation of India. Answer is CCEA. CCEA stands for Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs will announce this MSP beta. So answer is minimum support price. That you know, if example, in the point of agriculture, the paddy, this is a minimum price of purchasing from the farmer. This type of things are there, and you will just go through that one. You can get clarity on this. Now, the second part, in this case, we have taken our general awareness questions, geography and environment. Tropic of Cancer passes through some states here in India. So we have taken 3 states. Of course, we have other states also there, and only one thing in that all the things, only one capital, right? That is what you can say. State capital is one in that. So from that it goes. So that's the reason we have taken this here. Option A, Rajasthan, Odisha, C, Jharkhand, D, all. Yes, all of the above. And that's particularly from Ranchi is the capital of Jharkhand. But that's what I mentioned now. Tropic of Cancer passes through, no doubt. Option is all the 3 states mentioned. And with this, of course, you have Madhya Pradesh, and you just go through that, you can find the answer. Largest delta. But this is an important and interesting question here. Largest delta means it's not a smallest one, my dear. It's not an ordinary thing also. 105,000 square kilometers means 1,05,000 square kilometers area. This delta actually, that's the reason it's called as largest delta in the world. So is it Nile or Amazon or Ganga Brahmaputra delta or Mississippi delta? So beta answer is Ganga Brahmaputra delta. This is known as Sundarbans delta, right? Sundarbans delta, or you can say Bengal delta also, remember, right? So that's why it's a largest delta in the world. Biosphere reserve, which is the example of this here. One of the things we have taken, of course, 4 are there: Gir, Kaziranga, Nilgiri, and Ranthambore. But the answer for this is Nilgiri. So you understood South India. Now, tsunami mainly caused by cyclone, B, earthquake under sea, C, volcano only, D, flood. No doubt the answer for this question, my dear, earthquake under sea. El Nino related to, yes, Indian politics, no, because it's no, it's wrong, because politics means no elections are going on. That's the people can feel that. El Nino, no. Ocean warming, and at the same time, desert winds and glacier melting. So option is B beta, ocean warming. Then science and technology questions here. In this case, very basic question it is. You can expect in different type of examination, particularly CLAT or you say LAWCET, any law entrance exams and staff selection commission exam, right? But even UPSC foundation preparation when you're starting, these are basic things here. DNA full form. Option A, deoxyribonucleic acid. Yes, that's the answer. Option is deoxyribonucleic acid. Next beta, light year measures time, speed, distance, energy. No doubt it's distance between solar and you can see the earth, like that you can say light year. Now, vaccine works by killing bacteria directly. Option B, increasing immunity. C, reducing temperature. D, increasing oxygen. No doubt the answer for this question, beta, increasing immunity. Then first of artificial satellite. Which of the following we can say first we have taken that in these 4, which is the first artificial satellite? Option A, Apollo. B, Sputnik. C, yes, Aryabhatta. D, Voyager. So answer beta for this question is Sputnik 1. Now, ISRO rocket for heavy satellites uses which one here? Which vehicle here? Right? ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization rocket for heavy satellites. Which vehicle actually? PSLV or GSLV? Or SLV or ASLV? Yes, GSLV. My point is, please write the expansion of PSLV and GSLV. That's what your work is this. Just focus on this. Now beta, the awards and books basic questions. So now onwards, you're going to get number of these, of course, GK questions. I am trying to give you daily and two, I think within days, I think from tomorrow or day after, we're going to start the regular current affairs also. So anyhow, 71, the first question, 71st question is Jnanpith Award in which field? The award, of course, we say the Jnanpith Award will be given in which field? We have different fields mentioned here. Is it sports field, or cinema, or literature, or science? Better, this is the literature. And this year, of course, mentioned Jnanpith Award. And just please check that important person, no doubt from of South India. Anyhow, just you check it that and write the answer. Oscar Awards from which country? Oscar. Now you know that is a film, of course. Option is A. Option A, UK, B, USA, C, France, and D, Italy. So better option is United States of America. In same style, this is mainly for which field? The option question number 23 is Pulitzer Prize mainly for which field? Option A, journalism, B, physics, C, agriculture, D, music only. No doubt the answer is journalism. Then Booker Prize given for which field? Of course, which of the following? That's otherwise. English novels, science books, poems, and children books. No doubt answer is English novels. Now, Sahitya Academy headquarters in which place? Yeah, that's option A beta. Even the Sahitya Academy awards also announced recently. Please go through that also, very important. Now, generally, you should know some basic legal applications, a very foundation application here. Example, the student who are writing for CLAT, he has to know it's a mandatory law exams compulsory. For general exams also, this type of things you have to know minimum things here. Habeas corpus, even this comes in Indian polity also. Habeas corpus means option A, produce the body, B, stop proceedings, C, prevent arrest, D, transfer case. No doubt better produce the body. Because you might be knowing that the film called as Jai Bhim, they mentions maximum about this habeas corpus and it's a very important also, right? Even the concerned person's mother, wife, or friend, anybody, brother, sister, they can file a case. Come on, my brother has been taken by the police. They are arrested, but they are not at all showing us like that. This type of things, as you know, it's habeas corpus, right? It's one of the writs. What's writ and all? Come on, attend our polity classes. You will get that also, right? So we offer the UPSC program called as IAS, IPS. This is civil services examination and different modules already. We have polity, we have economy, we have geography, we have history, and we have CSAT like that. So individual modules also we have, my dear. And at the same time, CLAT long-term program and crash course also. Of course, admissions are going on for 2027 CLAT. Now come to the point. FIR stands for First Inquiry Report, First Information Report, and C is Final Investigation Record. D, Federal Issue Report. No doubt you might be knowing that First Information Report, but whichever immediately if you go to the police station and give the complaint, that is the basic point which he wrote, that is called as First Information, FIR. So Contract Act, the law of contract actually, this is of came into, of course, force in this. Otherwise, the Contract Act which we are using today is of which year? That is 1872 Act, remember. Now, in this meantime, of course, we have changed the three laws. We according to that, you saw BNS and this BNSS, and you can say that, yeah, another is Evidence Act has been replaced by the other one. So totally we have three laws changed here this year, but it is as it is continuing that. Now come to the point, Sakshya Adhiniyam, that is also, even I'll mention that why too. Consumer Court deals with criminal cases, service product complaints, C, election cases, D, land disputes. But the answer for this question is, example, you have taken an item from company or some shop, or you can say online also. If you face any problem, then automatically you have approach, just approach this consumer court and definitely you will get the redressal. 100% it is if the fault is from the company's side. RTI Act, Right to Information, right? That is in which year, beta? From 2005 onwards, we're enjoying this, right? RTI. Then important organizations like that we have G20 Summit. Host India in which year? Right? G20 Summit, you know, that's India hosted in which year implies 2023 beta. COP, COP, COP Climate Summit relates to which one? Trade or climate change, or sports or banking? No doubt, climate change. WHO stands for World Health Organization. Headquarters in which place? Option A, Paris, B, Geneva, C, Rome, D, Vienna. So beta answer is Geneva, that's in Switzerland, right? Now UNICEF. I want to give the expansion of this one, my dear. UN stands for United Nations. I stands for International, right? Children's Emergency Fund. CEF stands for Children's Emergency Fund. Works for, I mentioned that. See, the expansion itself is telling that United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund indicates what? That's purely for children beta. I think you know this is established in 1949, even I have idea about the date also. Exactly, yeah, on December 11th, if I am not wrong, please check once. But December 11th of Pakka 1946 in December, that's confirmed. So NATO. Now it's in the current new, of course, because Trump is ultimately shouting on NATO nations, you have to participate this in the Iran-Israel war, right? And Israel is supported by USA. That's nothing but what? USA, Israel one side and Iran is the other side, and he's requesting all the NATO nations to participate and belong with them, but they are not at all. They are refusing that. What NATO, in fact, what is that? It is now as on date, 32 member countries, my dear. As on date, we have how many countries are there in NATO? 32 member countries. The latest one in 2024 joined by Sweden. That means what? Which is the latest country joined in NATO means you should say automatically Sweden, my dear. That means what? If attacking on single nation of these 32, it is an attack upon all the 32 nations. Therefore, all will attack on a single nation which is attacking on these 32 nations, right? That's So headquarters in which place that is NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty. North Atlantic Treaty beta. Now come to the point here. The headquarters in Brussels. Option A. Then sports. Baba, it's an important point which I can, of course, 86, I'll tell you many points in this case. Grand Slam stand tennis tournaments is of 3, 4 or 5 or 6 tournaments. No doubt, he asked just 4, how many tournaments here? It's 4, but what are those? The number one, I think, alphabetically, if I take Australian Open, next is French Open, of course, US Open in order wise, if I come, then an alphabetical, but I'll write Wimbledon, then you can say better US Open. These 4 tournaments comes under Grand Slam. If any person, any sportsman, right, if any player, right, simply winning all the 4 tournaments in single calendar year, that's called as Grand Slam. Actually, I think you know that one. And one specific point also there here. Different types of, what is that? Surfaces. You can say the 2 will be hard. I think Australia and USA, hard surface. And French is definitely clay. And Wimbledon is of grassland bed. So that is what we have, different types of surfaces. And if the person and the concerned player, if he win all these 4 titles in single year, that's called as Grand Slam. So option is 4 tournaments comes under Grand Slam bidder. So now Durand's Cup belongs to which sport? Durand Cup is ultimately cricket, my dear. Same thing here. Ranji Trophy. That's Indian, wonderful. Ranji Trophy. This is on the commemoration of what? Raja Ranjit Singh. Ranji Trophy sport is of hockey or football or cricket. No doubt option is C beta. Then Olympic motto 89th bit. Faster, higher, stronger. Option A. B is play hard. C, win always. D, fight spirit. Now in this case is what? Option is A. Faster, higher, stronger. And now it's the latest IPL is going on. I think you know that one. Yesterday one and today's other one we have. IPL, right? Started in which year? Indian Premier League started in which year? Option A, 2006, 7, 8, 9. Better 2008 it is. In 2007, that's 2007, first World Cup, this what you can say T20 World Cup, India succeeded in that and Dhoni was the captain and India got the first inaugural World Cup of 2020 was ours only. The next year it started, that's IPL, in a very commercial manner, fantastic, it's super duper hit, of course, 2008 it started. Now, first Governor General of India, that I have to write here, Independent India Governor General. So I'm not talking about who is the first Indian. Now just question is only first. So that's the reason Mountbatten. If it is the question is Indian, you can say C. Rajagopalachari, no doubt. Right? He's of course recently this Rajagopalachari statue, so you can say small one, That's kept in the president's house, you can say Rashtrapati Bhavan, very recent news, that one. So Rajgopalachari was the independent Indian Governor General, remember. But the question is here, first Governor General of India is nothing but now, that's a case Mountbatten. But a first President of India, yes, free India. That's, first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And he has a very specific concept about this great personality. And he was the only President of India who, of course, enjoyed the two terms. As of now, except Rajendra Prasad, there is no President of India for two terms, beta. Only Rajendra Prasad Garu, that is for two terms. Now, Planning Commission replaced by, yes, that the answer is Niti Ayog. No more it is now. We have Planning Commission. Now we have simply Niti Ayog, beta. Which is the national animal of India? This is tiger. Even I told the Sundarbans, Bengal tigers places that only here. So this is what you call national tiger animal is tiger. Now national river is Ganges, you can say Ganga. National aquatic animal, that's dolphin. Currency of Japan, so that's option is in this case yen, option C, beta. Now capital of Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, Perth. So option is Canberra. Largest planet in solar system. And which planet is that one here? Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. So beta answer is Jupiter is the largest. Now the 100th question here, human heart chambers, how many chambers we have? 4. So this is what you can say. I'll upload another video of the other first 50 bits. Hope you enjoyed this one. So this is the way. I'll give you one more video, and same thing, please follow my channel, of course, and tell to different expand it, or you can say share it to your friends. By that they'll be benefited in any examination, or whenever you go to any quiz competitions, right? This is what very important, and this type of things you have to observe that. And foundation of UPSC, which we have actually, so that's the reason we'll train GK in the beginning, in our UPSC program, right? That I can, of course, within days of time I'm going to give a video on that. So anyhow, we'll meet with another video. Have a great time. Bye bye. Good day.